Wow, people wey suppose talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Onyedu iPod, Maiyegun N'izu, Oniya, Abakare, Mama Dawora, Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two, now Python that's a three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi go Onyedu iPod, Maiyegun N'izu, Oniya, Abakare, Mama Dawora, Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi win the war. Python that's one, Python that's two. Now Python that's the three. Unapori Meri Nnamdi.
Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Tell them.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube, bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu. The reason why we are here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy. We are not pleased with what is happening. And that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why.
Thank you. Thank you. Share the broadcast. I have an update for you. Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. We have received the report that the Nigerian court has given a date different from the 19th of January 2022 that they already haphazardly put together when they locked Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers outside the courts the last time. His lawyers were angry and they said they were going to petition the NJC, which is the Nigerian Judicial Commission or Council, I don't know, to report that judge, Binta Inyako. And the result of that, not just that, few days after that barbaric display of judicial abuse, the leaders from Igbo land, a delegation led by a 92-year-old man, a former parliamentarian, a former aviation minister, Amechi, to go and tell Bokohari that, listen, whatever Nnamdi Kanu must have done or said to offend you, we want you to release him on our own honor. Bokohari also came out to say, you guys have put me in a very precarious situation, but I am going to consider what you came to ask of me. Few days later, the same court that locked out Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers outside in Abuja that day, right? Called them back to say, well, we can give you an emergency hearing. Come and probably, present your bail application and maybe we can grant that. So tomorrow is very significant. And what happened in the last 2-3 weeks, when I told you that even if people will not agree with us, even those who have publicly condemned and asked for death upon you for asking for Biafra, if they stand up to say we are doing everything to get Nnamdi Kanu out, it doesn't really matter. Whatever they are promising themselves as conditions, it doesn't really matter. Let Nnamdi Kanu come out of their hands. Is more valuable, useful, right, when he's with us than with them. And that's why I said, whatever string they want to pull, don't always be so negative about it. Something happened though. And whatever that happened has made them to change their mind. Whatever they are bringing up tomorrow, it doesn't really matter anymore. It should be released unconditionally. I decided to share that short clip with you. That most of the times when I come here and I tell you why somebody like me, right, shown so much interest in the injustice always expressed by Nnamdi Kanu, rather than the negativity that many others actually pay or focus on. And I said, from every of his word, if you really, really pay attention, he never calls for war. Nigeria will turn to Somalia or be worse than Somalia. They are called figure of speech. If you continue this way, if you let Bokohari and APC takes over government, if you let them have this, the Fulani terrorists will overrun you. The Fulani terrorists will take over everywhere. The government will defend them. You will be denied the right to defend yourselves. These were his postures. The reason why he said, and for Biafra, we will die fighting to protect ourselves from these invaders. And when he was saying all those things, you see everything happening now. They were not happening. But he never called for war. So when people said, we have to show them, I said, no, that is not IPOB. That's not the IPOB I actually know. That is not the IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu that I know about, that I will publicly say they are not terrorists. That's why I shared that first video with you, and I'm going to share it with you again. They asked him, are you prepared for war? To the social media warriors, to the social media, what do you call it? Social media loudmouth. You can feel so energized and pumped up, but there are some things you don't support when you say you support IPOB. The narrative is being decided by the criminals out there, and if you play along because they suit your own kind of warped logic of mind, the person that is leading IPOB repeatedly said, are you prepared for war? He said, no. This is not about war. Let me be very clear to you. The truth that they are keeping away, that we would expose, is more kind of a potent than any weapons or bullets. All they have is the guns and the bullets and the mortars. But we've got the truth that will liberate the people enough to disarm those weapons. We are not planning to fight war with Nigeria. That's what he said. And in case if that sounds somehow to you, because that seems to be different to the kind of IPOB or the Biafran struggle that you know, where people will threaten people. If you we are going to, we are ready to crush the Nigerian army. We are ready to crush this. We are ready to crush that. But yet, innocent people are on the line of the fire. Nnamdi Kanu never asked for war. Nigeria media and their allies, they are continuing to spread that narrative of trying to make you believe that every criminal activities going on in eastern Nigeria today can be linked to IPOB. No. When they asked him, this is what he said. Sorry that I had to cut the video short there, okay? If you really want to see the full clip, just go on to Channel's television YouTube channel, okay? Search for interview with Maiyegun Nnamdi Kanu, all right? So you're going to get that up. But his statement, how is that different from what I do say here on Maiyegun's Diary all the time? That the reason why we have all this kind of division is simply because of the imbalanced, unjust system that's marginalized virtually every part of the country. That if we all pay attention to the demands of Maiyegun Nnamdi Kanu, right? Part of his demand is that let everybody come together. As for Biafrans, let everybody now say, this is what we want, if they want to be part of Nigeria or not. At this point, let's make that call where everybody can actually decide, is this the Nigeria you want? As Yoruba people, as Igbo people, as Fulani, as Hausa, as 500 tribes, name it. Right? That if they can come together to say, this is the Nigeria they want, fine. But they know it is impossible. They can't let that happen. Demands of the Biafrans is give us referendum. Let us decide if we still want to be part of Nigeria or not. They tabled their own grievances, right? But rather than for Nigeria to listen to them, what happened? They unleashed war on them, despite those provocations, right? Throughout the time that Nnamdi Kanu was in Nigeria, there was never a case of a clash between the police, the security agents in Nigeria, in Eastern Nigeria, with any IPOB organization across the Eastern Nigeria, despite all the provocation, which simply proved that they were never violent. And that's one thing that actually riled them, that made them to declare war on the Biafrans, IPOB members, in September 2017, where they made many of them, drench in mud water. They made them drink mud water. They killed 28 of them. They killed the family dog of Nnamdi Kanu, and luckily, Nnamdi Kanu escaped their murder squad. That was the beginning. The Biafrans never retaliated. There was never a protest. There was never a disruption or anything recorded. People were worried. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? Where could he be? Did they kill him? Did they take his body? What happened to him? Peaceful still. For 4 years, there was never any clash or anything anywhere. Until Nnamdi Kanu came back and said, everything I told you pre-2015, 2016, have you now witnessed and then confirmed them? Are the Fulani terrorists not invading your farms, even from the far away eastern and the western Nigeria? Are people not being kidnapped and freed on ransom? Is your government not out there pushing for Ruga, pushing for livestock, national livestock, in order to give lands to these invading aliens? Is your government and their agents not trying to make laws that will legalize and legitimize the establishment of the Fulani terrorists that are crossing the border into Nigeria, that have committed this much terrorism, enough that your government and their agents are putting together laws, bills to provide them the sanctuary? So everything is said. He came back and he said, but despite the fact that many of you, especially many of you rich Igbos, many of you rich Biafrans who are living in denial of all this injustice and these killings simply because of what Nigeria gives to you. He came back and he said, despite your objection to freedom, we will still protect ourselves. He never declared war on Nigeria. So what happened afterward? Unknown gunmen got created. The violence that their media now report as the creation of a IPOB started. Immediately, this man said, we will defend ourselves, not to fight government, not to kill policemen, not to kill the soldiers, but to defend themselves against the invading terrorists. The same thing Igboho said that got him locked up in Benin Republic. They declared the second war on him. So now that they are holding him, that they have nothing, at least something to say, yes, let's prosecute him and then convict him. They resorted into diplomatic arrangements, which in my own opinion, right, doesn't really matter anymore. Doesn't matter anymore. He's committed no crime. We got pushed to this point. Politicians abandoned us. Traditional rulers abandoned us. International communities ignored us. But that didn't deny us, the courageous ones among us, that could stand up, put together enough pressure that will force even the giant of Africa to misbehave internationally by committing extraordinary rendition. So all join January 2022, right? It's no longer going to be the date that we are going to see Nnamdi Kanu again. They have to bring him out tomorrow. Whatever the arrangement is, yeah? Let the judge come out tomorrow and then just strike out the case, because they have no case against him in the first place. And if you look at the pattern, the reason why many of you should be so concerned, the pattern is the same. When they heard, you see, today, Omoyele Sowore was in court, and the DSS representative who came, and they were asking them, as they have been like dodging the court all this while. So today, that they finally came, you people said you are holding Sowore because he's planning terrorism. He has link to terrorism. He is planning to overthrow Bokohari because, with hashtag revolution now. Now, it's been over a year. You have received a judgment that locked him up in Abuja indefinitely. But you are not presenting your evidence that justify the reason why we are locking him up here. Do you know what the DSS said? They said they are still investigating Sowore's mobile phone. They are also still investigating Sowore's bank accounts because they have links to terrorists, to Boko Haram. It is the same pattern. They went to Oloye Sunday Igboho's house simply because Igboho said the Yoruba should stand up and defend ourselves against these invading aliens, right? The same ones that have wreaked havoc, enough havoc underreported in Yoruba land, that has even led to our people becoming refugees in another country as we speak. They decided to go to Igboho's house without any court order, without nothing. No case, no nothing against him. They went to his house and they killed two people, two innocent people. Igboho narrowly escaped death from the killer squad of the government for standing up against the Fulanis. And that's exactly the warning of Nnamdi Kanu that also puts a target on his own back too. So it's the same pattern. And when they went to Igboho's house and killed two people, they took their bodies away. They are still keeping their bodies still today. They killed them since July. From the beginning of July. And to this day, they are still keeping the bodies of those they killed. And they went to the media with their media trial. Oh, Igboho is into gun running. Where did he see all the guns he is using? Where is he he must be into gun running. Therefore, that's a criminal offense. That is why they went to his house, because Igboho is a terrorist. The next day or two, the Attorney General, the #1 law officer of Nigeria, gave a press conference, and he said they linked Igboho's account to Boko Haram sponsor. It is the same pattern. When they wanted to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, they supplied a fraudulent and fake intel to their Kenya counterparts. They said Nnamdi Kanu, if they see him, and it's the same message they sent to the rest of all their allies in Africa. If you see Nnamdi Kanu in your country, if you see me here or there, right, he is there because of El-Shabaab. He is there to meet the terrorists. He is their financier. If you see him, please help us arrest him. Oh. We are looking for him in Nigeria. He is the one that is causing the unknown gunmen in eastern Nigeria. It is the same pattern. When the NSAS protest broke out, when they decided to pinpoint those they saw as key figure of NSAS protest, what did they accuse them of? Accuse them of insurrection. Insurrection is pretty much like an effort to overthrow government, terrorism, treason. So they quickly raised the memo and they accused them of treason, trying to overthrow government. Meanwhile, the youth were asking for the government to stop police brutality. But what did they accuse them of? Insurrection. It is the same pattern. They blocked their bank accounts. When they said, why would you block all their bank accounts? They said they are investigating them because they have links to international terrorists who were sending money to them to break Nigeria. It is the same pattern. So now Nnamdi Kanu is in their courts. Bring all the evidence. Like, come on, Showore, bring all the evidence. They said they are still checking Showore's phone. They are still investigating Showore's bank account so that they can know how many terrorists Showore is getting money from. This is it. And all the people are asking for is a fair system that actually care for them, care for humanity, and then show some empathy. Make them feel like citizens in their own country. This is what all these asks are all about. But they criminalize it. And they ensure that their media continue to propagate such falsehood. To justify it, they increased insecurity in that part of the country. Innocent people are being kidnapped. They have been summarily arrested and locked up indefinitely. Most of them hidden, even from courts. And that is why many those they accused of being members of IPOB, many of them who finally made it to court, after first or second hearing, they discharged them because there is always no evidence. It is because of some paranoid criminals in power who are so scared of their own shadow and the crimes they've committed, even in secret and in public, that they continue to dig further grave for their own ruin. So if they finally want to put a break on it, it doesn't matter. We then release Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. The same people, and they've told me, similar thing is going on Oloye Sunday Igboho's issue, and I want to strongly believe that indeed, if legal means is the way out, Bokohari and Nigeria will lose out. I just painted a picture of what it is that prompted all of these ulabalus, all of this anger, rage here and there, the imbalance, the injustice, the cover-up of what Nigerian system has become. The world doesn't care. Nobody cares. But for the fact that many of us actually cares is enough to mount the pressure on enough to make them do what we want. They are so scared to admit, most of them in southern Nigeria, but their own fear will not continue to be our own stumbling block. Their reality, they will meet it. If they have a case against anyone who have spoken up against the injustice in Nigeria in their own way and style, they should let them have their day in court. Look at what happened in the UK with Adeyinka Grandiot. Adeyinka Grandiot, who enjoyed inciting hateful bigotry, got cautioned by the authorities in the UK. That did not dissuade him long enough until he was given his day in court, which means even if they say, what you do is wrong, what you are doing is wrong, you said, no, I'm right, the system will allow you to come and defend yourself. So Adeyinka Grandiot had his day in court from the 15th of November to the 30th of November when he got his guilty verdict. Now, that system allowed him to defend himself. Now, if that system says he goes to jail for anything, the system will still allow him to appeal. That, no, I disagree with this judgment. In Nigeria, what they do is that now if the government says you are guilty, that means you are guilty. The government is the accuser, okay? The government is the prosecutor. The government is also the judge. And the government is also, the person that will carry out the judgment, that will jail you. In their own case, they are 4 in 1. So such system that is so rigged and so dirty and unclean is what brought us here. They took Nnamdi Kanu, kidnapped him since May 2021. That's like 7 months ago. And for that 7 months, All of the evidence they have told all their Buhari mumus, and then all this, Lagos Abobaku Buhari idiot and cyberbarians, everything they've told them for the past 7 months. Yes, they finally got him, because they know they don't have any system, any legal system that can stand any test of time, or not because they can't have it, but because Bokohari and his gang, they have rubbished every institution in that country that actually none exist anymore. So you have somebody, you have your evidence, you've done your investigation, you have your witnesses, then bring them to court. Nothing to bring to court. You lock the lawyers outside. They are also the executioner. God bless you. The executioner of their own case. They are the accuser. They are the prosecutor. They are the judge. And they are also the executioner. Not be so? 4-1. What kind of system is that? Yeah? So since they can't, there is also diplomatic arrangement, political arrangement, because according to Bokohari and gang, everything that Nnamdi Kanu, everything that Oloye Sunday Igboho, everything that every Nigerian that is upright enough to speak up is demanding and asking for, the different things that makes life meaningful, everything they are asking for is legit. And you are asking for them because they took them away from you. So, if they hold you if they hold you for anything, they have nothing on you. Would they say you should, would they say when you beat a child, you beat a child, you're beating a child, right? And you are still at the same time telling the child not to cry. How does that make any sense? Innocent people hunted down. So release him. If you have nothing against him. Adeyinka Grandiot case in the UK lasted for 2 weeks. Because the UK government, they have, the Scotland Yard, they had their own evidence and what have you to prosecute whatever they have against him. So if you, as a Buhari idiot, as a cyberbarian, look at me very well. If you get sense, in your own opinion, if you get sense, 7 months no reach for Buhari and gang to present their evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. 7 months is not enough. I don't expect you to possibly use your sense. You know what they say? They say our brain, a very unique organ, very, very powerful, important organ. Brain. From the day they born you, your brain will start working every day. When you start crawling, when you learn how to talk, when you learn how to run, when you go to school, when you do things, your brain must be very active, And they say normally, your brain should work till you die. But people said, Baba, have you seen people who are members of APC, Egbekegbe? They have brains that started working from day one until the day they joined APC. They don't think. I said, no, it's not just APC. Nigerians, majority of them don't think. That is why you will see them, they choose their poisons or they choose their own slave masters differently. When you look at the Buhari idiots and you look at the articulators morons, when you look at the cyberbarians and you look at the articulated mugus, they are the same. And they are Nigerians. And that is why people agree that if you look very well and you don't want to be biased, if you don't want to use any prejudice or what have you, you will realize that majority of all these Nigerians, don't be say they actually hate corruption. Not that they actually hate oppression. Okay? Not that they generally hate all these vices. What majority of them don't really like is that they are not the one doing the oppression. Listen to me. When I address the Buhari idiots, right, it's because they are those who are reigning now, showing to you that you don't really need your sense if you have the likes of Layamo, who can think for you. If you have the likes of Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, Agboworin, Baba Oja, you don't have to think or reason. If you have the likes of a demented Buhari Pro Max Tifnumbu as the economics, idealist, you don't have to use your brains. They are those reigning now that defend what kills them because it hasn't happened to them yet, but it happened to somebody else for some reason. So that is why I mentioned the Buhari idiots more. But they are not different from the articulated morons, the articulated muguns, because everybody loves their own thieves differently. They are not really angry at who is being oppressed if they are the one doing it. Not really. But those who brought us to this level, which I have repeatedly said that they will never be those that will take out of it. Right before our eyes, very eyes, right? They criminalized activists, or should we say, they jail activists and they reward terrorists. And it became a taboo to call terrorists in Nigeria, especially if you are referring to the ISWAP, if you are referring to Boko Haram, or if you are referring to the most sacred of them all, Miyetti Allah's Fulani terrorists. You can go to jail. You will end up in jail. That is the state of Nigeria as we speak. The division continues, the injustice continues, and the denial of justice to those who actually seek it continues. So if those who have told us that trying to sanction Nigeria may take forever, how about we begin to identify, name, shame, and ask for the prosecution of every individual who is orchestrating, using the state instrumental of the instrument of state, using the resources of state to hunt down those they are racially, tribally profiling in Nigeria, and they are being set up under trumped up charges in order to take away their liberty, take away their lives in the name of Nigeria, instead of going after Nigeria. How about you begin to go after those who are using that Nigeria, starting from Bokohari, straight to Malamun, straight to that former killer, what's that his name? Buratai the Butcher, straight to the sweet talker, Ikene Shatabandu fake Pastor Ruga, the one that has now turned to motivational speaker, a lawyer, the deputy or vice to Bokohari. Bokohari is a lifeless breeding mannequin, a retired Megad, who is the president of a university professor, a law done professor. And now that all this injustice, abuse of power, and all this are going on, he turned straight to motivational speaker, telling you to acquire, to maguire, require to acquire, perspire, then to disappear, possibly to retire, then to expire. He is now a motivational speaker. When he talks like somebody who is not part of this fraud. So the injustice is there, and the deputy to Bokohari is a lawyer, somebody who should probably respect the law enough to tell Bokohari it is wrong to kidnap anybody that you want, to kidnap them from anywhere. It is wrong. So when we begin to name and shame them, when we begin to put their names down in right there at the International Criminal Court, when you begin to let them know that they are not welcome in any real world out there, but for now they can be walking about with the immunity that Nigeria gives to them, the blanket cover that Nigeria gives to them. But maybe when you change it for them, and you no longer, because you can hold them and they will say, well, I gave those orders because I was president. No, you didn't give that order because you were president. You gave the order because you are a ethnic jingoist and ethnic bigot that didn't hide his bigotry, and he seized power to crush those he considered as inferior to him and his tribe. That is what you committed. Now, you will leave that power and you'll be held responsible. Malamu and gang, they will be held responsible. They will not be able to walk free. At least they are holding Nnamdi Kanu now, Abi. When they are eventually probably lock themselves up in their different prisons that they are building, that they call mansion, because that will be their end result, right? All this abuse of power, the people who are reporting them are no longer reporting Nigeria. All right, they are reporting those who are using the power in Nigeria to kill innocent people in the name of, fighting terrorists. The people who are asking for a referendum, you turn them to terrorists. Why terrorists who are killing people and kidnapping and raping women, selling children off as sex slaves and all that, they are getting pardoned and they are getting rewarded. And not just rewarded, they are getting, rewarded with government jobs. The world should know what that double standard is all about and those who are behind it. And all the state-sponsored killings in Nigeria, who gives the order? Who is giving those orders? Who are those carrying out those orders? Who are those covering it up for them? All of this will come to life when you chase them individually and you don't chase them as a country. Talk. We need action. This is action. But you know one thing, right? Like Nnamdi Kanu said, it is actually the truth that will kill them from inside when their bullets and their guns, right, will run out of everything. They will shoot and shoot and shoot, then they will run out. But that would never, when you kill and kill and kill, you won't kill the truth. It will hurt more. And the more you dig your own grave, when you found yourself in that pit, the more you dig, the better for you. Because by the time they will pull all the sand on you, you will be buried in it. That is the journey, the thread that Bokohari and his gang they were taking. Individual approach. Hold them individually. Don't use Nigeria to say, oh, Nigeria, reporting Nigeria to. No, don't report Nigeria. They won't answer us. But these guys are not going to be there forever. They are not going to be able to sign death warrant of people because they have the power to commission death squad using the resources of Nigeria to hunt down those they call enemy of Buhari. So if they decided that, oh boy, no free am again, Jerry, I don't care what condition, no. Tomorrow morning, the Biafrans will take over Abuja. We are going to also watch how they are going to undo that. The bottom line is this. Una don't carry waiting, una no plan well. The media, the frenzy, the whole noise and the everything that you have enjoyed, whatever it is, you can still save yourselves now, because what will happen thereafter is continue to keep him, okay? And continue to keep him in order to continue to at least solidify what will be your own end. Because by the time Nnamdi Kanu is walking out there, walking freely, meeting people, and still championing for Biafra, majority of them will never be able to leave Nigeria again. Because if they try it, they will never return to Nigeria. And you can take that to the bank. Some of them know this. They do. You can't be doing all these things they are doing in Nigeria and think that they're actually going to get away with it. Because you have the power to, I have the power to lock you up for life. Really? Do you actually have that power? Now, let's see how the table turns. If you have a case against him, we have said it, right? Nnamdi Kanu is this or that. I mean, the Buhari idiots themselves, won't you be happy if your government can say this is the evidence, apart from what they are feeding you on social media, what they are feeding you on your own media? The bottom line is that Nnamdi Kanu never asked for war, all right? And if you feel like waiting they do you, it's not going anywhere. But it was the same Nigeria, the same your government that told Binta Iyako that it should never open the court, DSS to block the court entrance, for Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers to block them from gaining entrance, yeah? And suddenly they adjourned to next year, Abi? And the same people suddenly, they changed their mind. And they did not even say, we want him to come next week. They said they want to bring him to court tomorrow. Part of the demand of the Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers is that Nnamdi Kanu should be transferred from the DSS custody and transferred to the proper prison so that they can process his bail application. From there, DSS is not a prison place that should be holding anyone that is attending any court hearing or anybody at all. So tomorrow, I want to bet and put my bet on it that the lawyers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are not just only going to demand for the transfer of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the custody of DSS, they are also going to push for his bail tomorrow. And they will push for his bail for immediate release tomorrow. I am positive. And if you are the Buhari idiot watching me right now, and they feel somehow, you know, waiting at they feel. This is what I feel like.
As they see with us, you go they pain them. As they pain them, you go they see with us.
You get it? Do you get it? If you don't get it, then forget it. Your powerful government, somebody said, that's not the lawyer. It wasn't the lawyers that said, come on, shut up. Shut up. We saw what happened the last time. And we saw that his lawyers were like, we were going to petition the NG. Which level be this now? Which kind charade be this? Which kind show off is this? Because you have the power to do that? Is that what it is exactly? Whatever that played behind the scene, we no care. Again.
As they see with us, you go they pain them. As they pain them, you go they see with us.
If them burn you well, no bring them to court tomorrow. If you like, make you tell us, say the judge mistake court tomorrow. Now another day, now the hallucination go kill all of you. Take them to the bank. Because I told myself, listen, whatever they told you, I don't know what they are. You see, I am not in Nigeria. I don't know what they say on your different media. I don't know what they print on your different media printout and all what have you. I don't know what your radio stations are all talking about when you listen to them. But whatever they are telling you, the ofege, the lies, the everything, made them bring them out tomorrow. Because since you arrested Nnamdi Kanu, since you kidnapped him, has that stopped the terrorists from kidnapping you? Has that stopped the terrorists from invading and killing in thousands? Has that stopped the Nigerian military, Nigerian soldiers, Nigerian policemen, Nigerian civil defense, Nigerian custom, Nigerian immigration, and the rest of them that have been caught in the cross of fire between the terrorists? Has that stopped them from being killed? It was after they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu that the terrorists shot down 2 fighter jets in Nigeria. They shot 2 fighter jets. Baba. Instead of the Nigerian Air Force to go back there with Tucano jet to start bombing them and say, you know, the crazy, you know, why you not shoot that? You know what's happened? Now, Thanksgiving, they do. The Nigerian Air Force, they do Thanksgiving because the pilot no die. And the terrorists shot down the fighter jets since they arrested Nnamdi Kanu or kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu. Has that changed anything? Now they are also getting you ready for 2022. 2022, where you will be getting ready. Baba, they say you will walk. Brother, you will walk. Say, but which level now? Now crusade we did. Which one we say I go walk? I tell you, say I cripple. I tell you, say I no get leg. Holy Spirit said, I say, make I tell you, say you go walk. Which level now? Until after the service, the guy can't realize they don't come out in a wallet. And how I go take do am from a Kenya land daughter to Ajegunle in Lagos? How we go take do am now? That's when the message was clear. Say, the message became clearer. Say, you will walk. Bokohari's government and his own people, they are already administering, they are already telling you, all of you, you go waka. The guy that trekked for Bokohari from Lagos to Abuja, the guy now, they do fundraising for the guy. They say the guy don't cripple. He gets swollen leg, arthritis, and everything. Young man, they say he trekked for Bokohari. Now, millions of people have been trekking. Now, 2022, you will walk. So what has the arrest or kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu done for you, the Buhari idiots? This Showore, if you see them on Showore's page every day, Baba, you will think it was Showore that negotiated for Nigeria independence. And Showore has been the president of Nigeria since 1960. That it was in fact the Showore that is signing the budget, and that is, you know what I mean? It was Showore that is destroying their destiny. Go on to Showore's Facebook page every day. You will think, oh, the trouble. Meanwhile, if you go to Bokohari's page, you will see them there. Your Excellency, God bless you, sir. God bless this, our president, sir. And you now be wondering, what is going on? Old people will be papa, mama of other people. You will see them on Showore's Facebook page. Shut up your mouth. Buhari should lock you up forever. I don't even know why Buhari has not jailed this guy. I don't know why Buhari has not. They should have shot and killed this guy. And you'll be like, why? Is the problem of Nigeria? I say, why? Very, very unfortunate people. Showore has been held up in Abuja all this while. From the time, listen, the last time they locked Showore up in 2019, dollar to naira was 400 and what? Okay, sorry. I think it was 400 naira to a dollar. Showore is the problem. Showore is the problem. From that time to this time, dollar is now 580 naira to a dollar. I mean, naira is now 580 naira to a dollar. 740 something naira, something naira to a pound sterling. Showore, they still keep him in Abuja. The worries on social media, the Bambi alas, they are camping on Showore's social media and pouring out all their frustration. All of their frustration, the same frustration created by Bokohari. Now that frustration is about to go to Pro Max. Pro Max. Yeah, Pro Max. Your government is so scared of people who have enough courage to tell others why Nigeria is not working, why Nigeria will never work, and why everybody should demand for something different. That is not a call for war. Nobody is asking for war. Nigeria brought war upon us. When you ask for revolution now to ask for a just country, they decided to kill people. When people ask for end to the police brutality, they decided to kill them. When people were doing their religious procession, they killed thousands of them. Yeah? When people now said, give us referendum to decide if we still want to be part of Nigeria or not, they declared them terrorists. But the terrorists that are actually terrorists, they think they are for the progress of Nigeria. Therefore, Bokohari has this so dear, amazing, personal, developmental agenda for the Fulani terrorists and they renamed it National Livestock, to the point that Bokohari is wondering, why are you all so not understanding? Let's do National Livestock. And when you ask him, Bokohari, what is national? You brought cattle colony. Cattle colony for who? Which colony? Who are the colonies? Who are going to be the colonized colonies? What are you talking about? People rejected that. They got mad. They came back, they said rural grazing area. Are you guys crazy? What is rural grazing area? For who? Are the people coming from Zamfara? Are they coming from Borono? Are they coming from Sokoto, Kanu, or Kebbi? Are they coming from Gombe, Jigawa, or Adamawa, Yobe, or Bauchi, or where? If they are coming from somewhere that they need a place to graze their cows and what have you, the northern Nigeria is 70% of the landmass of Nigeria. The remaining 28% is in the southern Nigeria. How could you not find land for those people? And where have they been living all this while? What is Ruga? Okay, if all of you know understand, then livestock, national livestock. And if you ask Bokohari, what is national livestock, Bokohari?
Livestock.
Huh?
Livestock.
National livestock.
I will talk about it. He doesn't know. He doesn't. I think he doesn't know.
These are all directed at Mr. President. So corruption, yes, let me know. He can talk for himself.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
I want Nigerians to give you another opportunity to do another 4 years. Why?
Well, I
doesn't know.
I think
it doesn't know. So they free terrorists and they kill Nigerians that they believe were asking them why can't they be saving their own. So if you have him, bring out your evidence. That's all we're asking for. We know he's not committed any crime. Right? Is your court, is your judge, you are the one in charge, is your own prison. Then bring out your evidence, show it to the whole world. Well, it'd be like, say, as we have demanded, Nnamdi Kanu must not spend Christmas in that place. Today is the 1st of December. Tomorrow is 2nd. And if tomorrow 2nd is the agreed date, just let him go. Not just that. Everyone illegally kidnapped by your agents, locked up, tortured. Those who are still alive, let them go. Every one of them. And then, maybe, just maybe, you can remember Nnamdi Kanu is not the monster that many of you go to bed to dream about and dread. So there's no war. Nobody is asking you for war. So I'm going to open my line for just a few minutes, just for those who have sent me messages that they would like to call in. So yeah, you see that number under this, strolling under that screen, right? So that's the number. It's a WhatsApp number only. So don't call it as a direct number. You will never get through. But if you call it as a WhatsApp number, you will get through, okay? Yes, the line will be opened. And I am going to take a drink. I won't be long. I'll be back in a minute or two. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir.
Oh, God. Yeah, we thank God. Oh, God. Happy 1st December of the
Happy,
the
happy
last
first
month
of the month. Happy new month. That's what most people greet themselves. Happy new month, you know.
What I want to say is basically, you see all these people age toilet.
Amen.
Why my address our gbani pé kéjò yẹ kó ṣe wọn jẹ nínú toilet wọ́n ti fẹ́ lọ yàgbẹ́. So kó máa bá lọ. If they think it's fair, you know, to treat people, just kill people anyhow, and then they will just get away with it. And they'll be looking for people to walk their shame with them, you know, and they think that's how to rule a nation. They should carry on because they will not, I can guarantee you something, you know, they will never last long because now Governor Sanwo-Olu is looking for, I want to about a walk of shame.
Walk of shame,
so,
exactly.
Like, is it ever seen that Liverpool they never walk alone?
Well, he probably didn't know that, and he's actually not even a Liverpool member, so maybe that's why he never had a clue.
Exactly. So the guy, he will be walking alone in the flood.
He will have to
that
now.
is about to take us very soon. And Oma flood the Lagbara Gidigon. Oh, they might flood the lot of places. New Bobileki, on Langba draft, go day, go bow, go structure, or get all of gas and build. How can you kill people and you're saying you want to build a city? How? You can't build a city when who live there now?
You want to build city on the blood of innocent people that you are even so shameless that you keep denying they ever got killed. That's the shame of it all.
Do you know the thing that pisses me off is these people 1 year ago, now, remembrance, you are now carrying the same police and all these people are beating people, arresting people illegally. I don't understand. Now the reporters come out now that they actually kill people. People were shot. And you are denying people from protesting, denying them from fighting for their rights. Now you want to call the same people that have been beaten up, arrested, and shouted on.
You are calling on the survivors, those who survived, to come and walk with you.
Exactly. Those who have survived, that they should come and walk of shame with you. Oh, I can be walk of shame.
Walk of shame or wall of shame, yeah.
You understand? And the thing is, when we get our nation by as the Eledumare leave it, when we collect our nation, you see, there's going to be a lot of that will go to jail.
Absolutely.
Because we'll go be redemption camp in my house because penetrational prison, I'm a standard. Or we are going to investigate crimes of 50 years.
In my own opinion, people can go there, they will pay to go and see all their former rulers in the old Nigeria and where they are now living.
All their houses that they think they have now, we will seize them. When we seize those houses, they will become places that they will be telling you, oh, this is where this person was staying, and this is use this money, that money. Is it Amata all their belongings, will sell them to pay the debt when we break up. Then all their houses that they think they've already owned or business, we will sell all of them and use it to pay debt. And in that, when we collect our nation, we will also charge them to court because they've killed, and they have blood on their hands, and that's what they don't know. They think they're getting away with it now. Call up lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó pa Hitler níjọ́sí tó wà pẹ̀lú Hitler. Wọ́n ṣe ń bring gbogbo wọn to books. So no crime will go forever.
It won't.
This one, when we collect our nation and we have a new nation, we will bring all of them to books because there's evidences and there's a lot of people that were involved.
That's right.
Money transactions, voicemail, phone calls, everything. There's the evidences of them. So they will be brought to book. So let them think they are, continue killing people and getting away with it. So the world is watching. I will definitely bring them to books one day.
God bless you.
All right,
thank you so much for that great startup, because you're my first caller there, and it's brilliant hearing from you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Nice one, Baba. So I have another caller. Let's see if that gets in time. Hello. Hello, ma. Can you hear me? That's right. Ta ló ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ma tí fún wa lórúkọ yín, and ẹ bá mi lower audio yẹn ma.
They are not evil. Wọ́n fẹ́ care about the masses at all.
Yeah, ẹ bá mi mute the audio yẹn so that we can talk.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, this is Ahmed. I had to call you with my other line.
I mean, that line was really, really bad. I couldn't really put it together. It's so bad. So, Ahmed, how are you?
I'm doing okay, Maiyegun. I'm doing fine.
I'm glad you made it through. Anyway, so you are live, please.
Yeah. Maiyegun, I don't have much to say. You see, when I saw that updates that Nnamdi Kanu came from, I was happy because it's giving me another Otufumini or so. Because I will want to also speak. Like I used to say, most of me, that's right. So your government have something tangible. They will never release a terrorist. Should they claim is a terrorist, they will never release him. But for you guys to know that they don't have anything, they are just trying as much as possible to stop someone that can open you people's eyes to reality. That is what all they are doing. So releasing him doesn't make any sense. If you people have sense, it shouldn't make any sense to you if for real he's a terrorist. But it shows that he's not what they have been telling you he is. He's just someone who
couldn't find anything to pin on him. Ahmed, if I can steal 2 minutes or 3 minutes of your time, part of that thing you say you say to those our brothers up there, do you mind if I steal 3 minutes of your time and you say that's right here on this call tonight to them quickly?
Yeah, I can say it. Please. I can say it. There's no problem about it.
You have been so kind. Yeah, please.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, Nwana Hausawa, Nwana Mai, Nwana duka da muke nan masu son gaskiya, masu son jin gaskiya. Maganar gaskiya kuma mun ga abubuwan da ke faruwa, mun ga news yanda kotu ta ce za ta ji maganan case na Nnamdi Kanu, wanda daman can sun yi shifting, sun yi postponing, sun yi adjourning case din shi zuwa January. Amma saboda dai yanda dai aka yi abubuwan da ya ohun musu yanda suka yi, an dawo da shi December, ana so a yi case. Shin ina so in tambaye ku, ana son aje a yi case din shi. In gwamnatin Najeriya, ni maganin da nake kare, idan gwamnatin Najeriya tana da evidence, in dai tana da kwakwaran case a kan shi, tuntuni ya kamata da sun kawo evidences da zai nuna cewar wannan da gaske ɗan ta'adda ne, da gaske is a terrorist da suke magana. Amma for you to know that ba su da komai, kawai mutum ne wanda dole in gaya muku a rayuwar nan babu yanda za ka yi kai ɗan adam wanda za ka yi magana ka zama na you are 100%. Mutum ne, ɗan adam ne, dole muna da mistake inda za mu yi presenting magana. Zai iya kasancewa cikin presentation na maganan shi yana da kuskure, yana da mistake, fine. But abinda gwamnatin Najeriya ke kokarin gaya muku cewa ga irin mutumin da yake shi yake sa ake kashe mutum. Shin in tambaye ku tun da aka kawo shi Najeriya aka wai cewa arresting, dan ni ban ma kiranta arrest. An yi kidnapping din shi an kawo shi Najeriya ne. Shin tun da aka kawo shi Najeriya aka kulle shi an daina sace-sacen da ake yi a arewa, an daina kashe-kashen da ake yi a arewa, ba a daina wa'annan abubuwan ba. To tun da yake wannan abin, shin kuɗin man da za a ƙara muku a Najeriya shi ne yasa, ko dalan da ke ta hawa, dala na ta hawa, dala yau ta kai kusan 500 da wani abu. Shin Nnamdi Kanu ne ke sa dalan na hawa? Ko kuma abincin da ke tsada kullum shinkafa ne, mai ne, waye ne, wake ne, duka abincin ku da ke tsada, shin Nnamdi Kanu ne yasa duka abubuwan ne yake tsada? Bari in gaya muku ku sani cewar in a arewa kaf babu wanda zai iya tashi ya yi magana. Kudu sun samu wanda yake iya tashi ya musu magana, ya yi magana kuma a ji, kuma ana ji, kuma yana buɗe musu ido, yana gaya musu cewar wa'annan 'yan siyasan da kuke kira politicians ku ba su da wani abu da za su ba ku. They don't have anything to give to you. Saboda haka ya kamata ku gane cewar duk wanda zai tashi against gwamnatin Najeriya, they would make sure cewar sun ɗaure shi, saboda yana so ya toshe musu hanyar samu, hanyar cutar da ku, hanyar cin abincinsu. Saboda haka ku gane, Nnamdi Kanu ko ka so shi ko ka so shi, gaskiya yake gaya. Kuma lallai in kun ga daman ka ku so shi, amma ku duba waye ne ya tashi a arewa ya magana. Babu wanda ya tashi a arewa ya magana, sai dai malaman da ya kamata su tashi, wanda suka tashi lokacin Goodluck suna cewa Goodluck yana kashe musulmai, Goodluck yana kashe Hausawa. Yau ina malaman nan idan sun tashi tsaye, where are those malam? Suke kullum su ce Goodluck kaza, yau ina suke? Duk harkan manufanci ne, duk sun shiga siyasa. Saboda haka ina son kowa ya gane, ba mu, we are not enemies of ourselves. Wa'innan mutanen da suke kiran kansu politician, su ya kamata mu yi facing, mu fara nuna musu cewa we know what we are doing right now. Mu daina biye musu. Mu musulmai, mu Christian, Nyamuri ne, Berebe ne, Igala ne, ba mu bane damuwar matsalar ko kanmu. Gwamnati da mu citizens da mu masses, mu muke da problem. Kuma we need to face each other. Ba ruwan mu facing ourselves. Let's face the government. Abin da ya kamata mu yi kenan. Saboda haka in kun ji in ba ku ji ba ko, that is your own business. Maiyegun, I've said my own, and I for
the sake of my people, because some of them believe that they got me. They know that I didn't understand most of what you are saying. I'm just following in spirit. When you go high, I know that's a serious something you are trying to fit. When you go lower, I know that is you trying to balance up something there. So, and I go with you, but they know that I didn't get most. All right, they know. So if you will do us that favor quickly, just the cap.
You see, Maiyegun. I just told them, I said, you see, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the way things are going right now, if Nigerian government really have anything against that guy that for real, he is a terrorist, they are calling him, like they have told them to believe, then they shouldn't waste time. Ever since they brought him back to Nigeria, they should have brought all evidences, did what they have to do, and sentence him either to death or to prison for real. But to tell you people that they don't have anything, they are just looking for something to cash on, to make sure that you guys believe something, so that you don't see through the madness they keep doing. All these things are things that ever since they brought him to Nigeria, what has changed? Is it the suffering in the north? if you are talking about suffering today, even
that
the
one,
people that are complaining,
sorry to cut you short, Ahmed. You see that part where you spoke about food and when they brought him back, I hear that Mogona, Abinshi, Mogona, and all of that. I knew you are talking about food. And continue, Ahmed.
Yeah. Like I was telling her, I said, ever since they brought him back, what has changed? Is it your dollar that have been rising every day and your naira is crashing? Is it that has changed, or your food that keeps going high every day and still what they are paying you is still the same? Those things haven't changed. Meanwhile, they keep telling you that this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. But let me ask you, in the north and the northern part of the country, who have you people had that have stood up to come and say, no, we don't want this banditry, we don't want this thing going on? Who has stood up to come in front to be like, I will fight, I will go out there, I will chase these people, or I will bring people together to chase? Who have you guys had? But you are not, you see the southern people, they have this brain, someone stood up, people like Nnamdi Kanu and the rest, they stood up for their people. That means they love their people. But for you people, even the Malams that came and told you then that good luck Jonathan is killing Northerners, he's killing Muslims, he's killing this, he wants to reduce the population, where are they today? All of them they are quiet now. They can't say shit. All of them are so quiet because they are all political Malams. None of them cares about you. There's just this one Malam I used to refer to. And this Malam is they call him Nura Khalid. He's in Abuja there. You've ever played this video that he was speaking. Apart from this Malam, I would see there are different Malams then. There was this Malam in Zaria. They call him Sheikh Albani. They call this man Sheikh Jafar. Those two people, they were assassinated because those people were standing against politicians right from their time. Those people were assassinated. And I can tell you that you see these politicians in the northern part of the country, they know that if they allow those people, they would have busted them by now because there are people listening to the Malams more. They listen to their Malams more. So if we allow the people that will speak truth, we will never have our space. That is why you see people like Albani, they were killed, they were assassinated right in their mosque. Sheikh Jafar was assassinated while he was praying in Kano State, 2016 and 2006. He was assassinated because that man will speak the truth. He's not biased. Any Muslim that knows Sheikh Jafar that is listening to me right now, you can confirm what I am saying. Sheikh Albani is a Salafiyas. He do his thing. He's a scientist. He does his thing. He speaks the truth. He might be a Muslim, a core Muslim, but he speaks the truth. There's nothing biasness.
The kind of truth that he said that made them hate him enough to declare fatwa on him to get him killed. I can imagine. Ahmed.
Yeah, I will tell you something. You see, this Malam I'm talking about, there was a certain time I will look for this video and I will try and see and send it to you. Okay. Probably if you play that, if most of the Muslims that watch, if they see it, or the houses that watch, if they see it and they listen, they will understand where we are heading to. This man said when he went to Abuja, he was invited to come and preach. And when he came, most of the people he was going to preach to, they are politicians. So they now said, come and preach. And when he started firing these politicians. So the people that invited, they say, no, we don't preach that way. Just preach in their favor. He said, it's either you guys leave me to say what I have to say, or you guys just walk away because I've already handled this mic and I will not stop talking. And that is how they allowed it. He said, you people that they will keep telling you, pray for your leaders, that is what they keep telling you. Keep praying for your leaders. That kind of prayer, he said, those kind of prayers, God don't even answer those kind of prayers. Absolutely. Because you are praying for a wicked soul that is creating hardship for you. You are praying for him to have a soft landing. Meanwhile, you that is praying for him is making your own life miserable. The truth is either you die saying the truth or anything else can happen. So, Maiyegun, I think these people, I will try to look for those videos, those kind of videos. I wish you.
If I lay my hands on them, I will use them now. Trust me. Thank you so much, Ahmed. You have been a very important part of this conversation tonight, and I can't thank you enough for what you did again. Yeah, always. Thanks so much. Yes. Let me take another call. This time around, I am looking for a Biafran to come and speak a direct Igbo to our people in their own way of sending a message. I have not had that in a while. I used to have that regularly, but most of the time when my Biafran brothers calls in, they prefer to just fire on in English, But again, if you're up for it, grab it. I hope I'm lucky. Anyway, one sec. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, great. This is Maiyegun. Your name, sir?
My name is Wise.
Say that again, please.
Wise.
Wise. Is that what you said?
Wise. Yeah.
Okay, should I stick to that? Wise. I'll stick to that. Now, you are live, please.
I think the proper thing is to have someone to translate what Ahmed has just said. I understand everything he said, but it will be a bit difficult for me to start typing it.
I know. He actually did his best. Yeah. Why is it? He did his best to tell us what he was saying. And again, I'm just looking for somebody who grabbed it, who can translate it in Igbo.
I hope you said, is it still online?
Go on. Ahmed is still with us. No, Ahmed is not on the phone, but Ahmed is still watching us.
I know. It's a living. Ahmed, yeah, don't Allah may magana bang may pedwa bang shirin Maiyegun. Akwai magana da za mu yi tare. Kaji? Zan ba Maiyegun number na zai baka sai mu yi magana. Thank you, Maiyegun. I left my case for now.
God bless you. I hope Ahmed got that. Thank you so much, Wise. So I'm looking for somebody to come and help me fire. Somebody. Princess Balogun. Maybe you should come and do it. You probably could be that multi-linguistic. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to be rounding up in the next few minutes. But I wish I could get just one more call, hopefully, if I'm lucky. Hello there.
Hello, my brother. One
name. You see how prayer did get answered, though. How are you, my brother?
I'm fine. Ademma. And you?
I'm very well. Solid. What should I say? Odema. Is that not what I should say?
Yes, Odema. That is well, is good.
It is good. God bless you, Baba. So, one name, will you do me that favor and help me send one strong, encouraging, and then a bit of collaborative message to our Biafran brothers by just speaking directly to them? And you will tell me what you said, though, because I want to begin to get used to this now. One name.
Okay.
Speak, oh. Okay. You see how you laugh. You won't fire with your English. I can't ambush you now. Now I'm about to make you think like, okay, what should I say? What should I say to our people?
Udo drone Igbo.
Fire.
Mandino number. Mandino na libu. Mandino na la Biafra. Umu Biafra niile kudo drone. Ọwụ ihe ọma na enwetere mmadụ dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu.
That's right.
Onye Chineke jiri gọzie anyị. Ọnwa pụrụ iche. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nwa ala Igbo pụrụ iche. Onye eziokwu, onye amụrụ wute eziokwu, onye na-eme ihe niile n'eziokwu, onye nwere egwu Chineke n'ime. Akwa ndị ọzọ pụtara sọ ha bịara ịdọtara Biafra. Ha dọgide ihe a na-adọwụtawa akpa ha. Ha dọgide Nigerian gọọmenti kpọketa ha were ego nye ha. Ha agbakege. Nigerian gọọmenti kpọketa ha were otu post nye ha. Ha agbakege. Lele na ụdị mmadụ ụwa zuru ike pụtara na-abịa na-akọtu na-akọ shi. Ele ngo hara ụwa zuru ike na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ele ngo hara Nigerian gọọmenti na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wekọtacha ha niile nọ n'ime Nigerian gọọmenti amamihe heru wankota ke Maazị Nnamdi Kanu.
That's right.
Enwe ikpe ọla mara ya ne. Ma ha gara n'elu, ma ha gara n'ala, ma ha gara na mmadụ, ma ha gara na mmụọ, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu jisie ike na mkpụrụ amụ.
That's right.
Enwe ebe eji aza. O ike agwụla ha. Ike agwụla ha. And ngo ụlọ anyị nọ anyị ga na-ekpere ya ekpere maka na nwoke m ahụ. Ama masọ ọwụhụ mmadụ. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu achem na ọwụ mmadụ. Because ahụbe m onye nwere ezigbo ịhụnanya, ịdị n'otu, egwu Chineke n'elu ụwa nke taa dịka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Ledene na ihe niile emere na ya, tọchọ niile emere na ya, ya eshikwa ọnwụ na ihe ya chọrọ wụ Biafra. Nna naanị n'izi omume nke a naanị sefe onye chefuru Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ekpere, onye ọla na-akpọ ya mmadụ, eluigwe a ga-akpọ onye ahụ mmadụ. Ike agwụla ha. Otu akọ dịkwa Sunday Igbohu. Lene Sunday Igbohu nọ na prison na Benin. Lee ote Yoruba Nation struggle ha ji na-efe kukuku. Ọ ka ọ nụ wee hụrụ na enwere ndị Chineke na-egozi mba. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Chineke ji egozi ụmụ Igbo. Sunday Igbohu Chineke ji egozi ndị Yoruba. So anyị na-amakwa ihe dịrịla anyị, enwekwala ihe na-eme nne. No matter Maazị Nnamdi Kanu enweghị prize. A na-asụ mmadụ nwere prize. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu enweghị prize. Sunday Igbohu enweghị prize. These two people na mmadụ abụọ awụ ndị pụrụ iche na ndị niile anyị nwere na Nigeria. Politicians anyị niile wụcha criminals, all of them wụcha ndị oshi.
No doubt.
Ndị oshi and robbers. So enwekwala onye n'ụwa ga-anụ n'isi aga ekpere Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ekpere. Ike agwụla ha. Ọ na-ahụ na ya gara kọt echi. Ihe abụọ ihe ga-eme na Izaida a ga-ahapụ ya alawa. Ọ asị ihe bel ọla e nyere ya, ya wụbetụkwa bel wu gbasa ihe ego nne ama ntọwụ ka anyị tọọ ya meke ịsọ na ọ pụtara nga. Ọ ga-apụtara nre. Lele kemgbe ọ gara DSS jidere ya. Lele ihe ụmụnne anyị nọ na-ezuzugharịga. Instead ha ga-abịakọta together ma na izuka mma na Nnamdi anyị kọọ mamịrị ọnụ ọgbọ ụfụfụ. Instead ha ga-abịakọta together mee ihe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu sụrụ ha mewe. Dike na-adọ post, dike na-adọ contribution, dike na-adọ ego, dike na-adọ fame, dike na-adọ popularity. Ihe ha ihe a bịara ịchọ. Ihe a bịara ịchọ Biafra. Ihe a bịara ịchọ Yoruba Nation now. Na ike agwụla m ibi abroad o. Ike agwụla m ibi abroad, achọrọ m ịla n'ala nna m. Biko na-eji m Chineke na-ayọ ọnụ ka anyị tikwade n'aka. Mee ihe ka ụmụ Igbo asụ ndị Igbo nwara ihe. Lezi ka anyị gazi na-emezi ka ndị na-enwezighị uche, akọ na uche. A na-atụzi ilu na-akọziri anyị akụkọ ilu atụrụla anyị. Omenuzi na ego ejiri lụọ nna anyị furu ọhịa.
Put it unconditional too. Unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. We no care. We even if they give devil. If devil give his left eye, give his right eye. We no care who they give anything. Release him unconditionally. Adam, before you interpret, I want to.
Yeah. Oh, you mean ya so many has no key. Oh, many heck, I yo. I see now you are yourself with the do it. Time is Nnamdi Kanu Koputanga. So Kaiba Kono no. Kaiba Kono, Kaida Kotana no Woputano wine. Nkai Unkai. Manapano. Nkai Unkai. In him, Nnamdi Kanu win here in the war I wear. Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Oh, in his Biafra.
God bless you. Now, do us a favor, right? Because just like Ahmed, I heard a lot from what you said. I just couldn't string them together enough. But when I heard Shineke, I know I have to say because that has to do with God. And when you say Shineke, Nnamdi Kanu, you know what I mean? Do me a favor. Help me, please. Just briefly. One name. What was that message?
I'll just cut everything short. I said that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igbohu are two special people God has given to us, the Biafran nation and the Yoruba nation.
That's right.
That Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, since he was adopted, he was not arrested, he was adopted, he was kidnapped.
He was kidnapped.
And brought back. Look at how the whole struggle, how the whole thing is going up and down. People he has left behind, instead of them to come together and do what he has asked them to do, some of them are dragging fame, some are dragging popularity, some are dragging money, some are looking for launching. Is that what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu asked us to do? Sunday Igboho, since he was locked up in Benin Republic, look at how Yoruba Nation, this thing too has derailed. Everything has just gone down because there are a lot of Yoruba politicians that are trying to buy their way through money. Instead of them to fight for freedom, they are fighting for politics and position and power and money. So I think right now we should come back to our senses. Don't let anything dissuade us or carry us out of the track. We should come back to our senses and know that what we want is our freedom. There is nothing greater than freedom. No amount of billion or million that is greater than freedom. That's right. Freedom is like life. If you don't have freedom, you're a dead man. If you're a dead man, it's like you're not having freedom as well.
Absolutely.
So you see, and we are not better than those people that they are killing.
We are not
displacing.
We are not better than them.
Those people have every right to enjoy their homeland. Why must they be running away from their homeland? We should come back to our senses and understand that we don't owe these politicians, these leaders, anything. We don't owe them anything. Rather, they owe us because we employ them. They are public servants.
They were supposed to be.
Yes. So we should all come together, pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Anybody that is not ready to pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then that person is not a true Igbo man. He's not a true Biafran.
Absolutely.
Anybody that is not ready to pray for Sunday Igboho is not a true Yoruba Nation man. He's not the true Duduwa.
God bless you.
So we should always remember, my own is my own, our own is our own. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is my own. It's a direct Biafran own.
That's right.
Sunday Igboho is direct Duduwa own.
That's right.
We are not talking. Nigeria is Nigeria. This one now we are back to our tent, Israel. So we should all come together and make sure that they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho because they have done nothing.
They have done nothing wrong.
Nigerian government has nothing on them. Nothing.
God bless
Even
you.
if they say that they will grant him bail, let us all contribute to the bill, no matter how much it is, contribute it and make sure we pay the bill and let them come out.
First. And then we'll be dealing with the rest that comes after. We'll be dealing with anything that happens after. That's my own position too.
So that's it.
God bless you.
That's it.
My brother, God bless you for that. You did me a favor tonight and I'm so grateful to you. And I bet some of my friends are also grateful to you for your time and then your contribution. You have a good evening. Okay. Thank you so
welcome,
much.
Voice in the Wilderness.
It's called the Temple of Truth, and they don't call this place Temple of Truth for nothing. You know, sometimes you get it so easy that people say, man, this is why I love Maiyegun. Sometimes too.
Temple of Truth and Voice in the Wilderness is the same thing. John the Baptist was also the voice in the wilderness, telling the truth in the wilderness. So you're also telling the truth in the wilderness. Where are you now? You're not in the wilderness. You're in Scotland.
In the trenches, in the wilderness, because this is us. Because we are
telling
so
them the truth and they don't want to hear you. They don't want to hear you. So that is it.
God bless you.
So I know why I call you Voice in the Wilderness.
And we will never keep quiet. That's another thing that they don't like to hear. We will never stop.
God will bless
you. We will never keep quiet.
God will bless you. Any mouth that refuses to say the truth shall never ever speak.
Shall never speak.
Keep saying the truth.
God bless you.
Keep saying the truth.
I will never stop.
Anyone that wants to hang because you're telling the truth, let the person go and hang. The person that wants to jump into lagoon because you're telling the truth, let him go and jump into lagoon.
And that will never be our fault. That's why I always say sometimes when they feel that way, right? One name, we should just remind them that it is not our fault that we choose to stand up for what is right. And if it doesn't go down with them, Baba, it is not our fault.
As they see with us, you go depend them. As they depend them, you go they see with us.
To everyone who came on tonight to join me on this conversation, I want to say thank you. For those who have also who called in, Ahmed and every one of you who made a contribution, I want to say thank you to you. To those who joined me on Facebook, commented, shared, and all of that as usual, I will say again, thank you too. So for this period, we have put it out here that, tomorrow is very, very important and crucial day. And we want to see how Nigeria is going to really play it. It doesn't really matter anything. Let them make the pronouncement or make the announcement. We just want Nnamdi Kanu released. They've got nothing on him. All right. The same arrangement that I've been told going on with Oloye Sunday Igboho, maybe very soon too. I'm going to open my camera and I'm going to give you the great news of what the development has been. People have asked me, Maiyegun, what is tell us about Yoruba Nation? Tell us about this. You have been hearing about the response of Ninas to Ilanomo Odua. There's a lot to tell. But again, it doesn't make any sense to manufacture something just to give people the information they want. Like, where is Oloye Sunday Igboho? I am very positive with some of the information we kind of have access to behind the scene. Some of them is shocking enough that you want to talk about them, but at the same time you want to wait for the end result before you finally say something about them. Enough. So very soon I'm going to be opening my camera to tell you about Oloye Sunday Igboho, and I hope when I do so, it will be one of the great news that we have been waiting to hear. Okay, so thank you to every one of you who took your time to join me tonight. Thank you. I'm going to see you some other time. My friends on YouTube, if you have the time, before you go, you can like that video before you go. We've been having a lot of low turnout lately, and the reason it's not far-fetched. The UK time changed, Nigerian time, UK time changed, therefore brought the imbalance an hour ahead, and I get it. For those of you who managed to get on, when you watch it, drop your offering, like the video, share it, and when I come on next time, I'm going to see you. Until then, good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa bí. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé.